What's up guys? Today I want to show you how to cook a nice homemade pizza without professional equipment. This type of pizza will be cooked in the baking trays with a specific mix of flours and will be crunchy and soft at the same time. Let's go! These are the ingredients for 2 baking trays. We have the flour, 330 grams of Caputo Pizzeria flour 00, 42 grams of Semoline, 42 grams of type 1 flour. If you don't have this type of flours, you can use Manitoba 0 flour, which is always okay. And then we have 332 grams of cold water, 8 grams of salt, 2 grams of sugar, and 8 grams of olive oil. These are 1.5 grams of brewer's yeast. If you don't have this type of scale, you can weigh 3 grams of yeast and then you take the half of the yeast. Now we have to mix the flour all together. Now we have to dissolve the yeast into the water. And then we can add gradually the flour into the water. When you reach this consistency, you can add the salt, and all the sugar, all the salt and all the sugar. Then we can add gradually all the remaining flour. As you can see, the dough is really sticky, but no worries. We should try to repeat this movement, because you give strength to the dough. Now we can add the olive oil. And then we have to incorporate all the olive oil into the dough. Then we can cover the dough with a dish and wait for 20 minutes. Now I want to show you a technique called slap and fold. The aim is to give strength to the gluten mesh of the dough. We have to oil the surface before a bit, also your hands. Then you slap and fold for 4 times. It's enough this time. You put it back in the container and you wait other 10 minutes. Now we have to repeat the procedure and the dough will be a bit stronger than before. Then we have to slap and fold. Okay. Other 5 minutes covered with a dish. Now we have to fold the dough in this way. You can see the dough is stronger. the gluten mesh is stronger. You have to enlarge the dough a bit. Okay, then you have to repeat these movements from the right to the left, left to the right, and then in this way up and down. Okay, this is nice. We have to put this dough in an oiled container. We put in an oiled container and let it rest in the fridge for 20-22 hours. Remember that now the dough has to be closed hermetically, this way. As you can see, the yeast is working well. Anyhow, since we have a high hydration dough, it will tend to collapse. This is why we want to fold the dough while resting in the fridge. So wet your hands with water and fold the dough in order to give it strength, and repeat this procedure after 2 hours, at least 2 times while resting in the fridge. In this way. Remove from the container, and we want to give strength. You can also do this way if you are fast. We want to have stronger dough this way. That's it, and you put it back in the fridge 3 times. Now I want to show you how to compute the quantity of dough that you have to put in each baking tray. The calculation is long side times short side times 0.7. In this case is 29 times 21 times 0.7. So approximately 426 grams. If you want less dough, just do times 0.6. Now we have to use Semoline and calibrate the kitchen scale to 0. You have to sprinkle the surface with Semoline, to wet your hands with water, and we have to divide the dough. Okay, now we have to close the dough, each dough. You can do in this way. This is a very important step. You have to close very well the dough. You have to put the dough in a container with a bit of Semoline that will be closed hermetically. And this have to rest at room temperature for 3 hours before cooking. Now I want to show you how to prepare the tomato sauce. First of all, we use little pieces of fresh basil that we have to put inside little pieces. Then I want to add olive oil, just a bit, and then a bit of salt, not too much. And then we have to mix well everything. This sauce have to be at room temperature you have to put it on the pizza uncooked. And I suggest you to cut mozzarella with this shape that we will use later. Before cooking, you have to preheat the oven at maximum temperature for at least 1 hour. The program has to be fan oven. This is the result after 3 hours of rest at 25 degrees. Now we can stretch the dough. The oven is ready. See, the dough is full of air. You can use Semoline a bit. You have to sprinkle the surface. Now I'll show you how to stretch the dough. It's very soft. Now I want to show you how to stretch this kind of pizza. For baking trays, you have to remove the border a bit. It's not like the Napolitan one, it's another style. So you start from the border this way. You go inside. Okay. Then we have to put this dough into the baking tray. This way, go down like this. Here we are. You can enlarge the dough, which is really soft. It's perfect. Remember to do this because you are going to burn. Now you can add the sauce without exaggerating. And all the surface. Now we can cook the pizza. Okay, the oven is ready. I want to show you the temperature on the bottom. We will cook the pizza first on the bottom and then on the top with the grill. Okay, we will cook the pizza first on the bottom for 14 minutes. Remember to rotate the pizza after 7 minutes. We have cooked the bottom of the pizza. Now we have to add mozzarella. Now we have to use the grill on the top and we cook the top of the pizza for 3 minutes. The pizza is ready, it's perfect. Now we have to add some basil that have to be always fresh. We want to add also colors to the pizza. That's it. And olive oil. A bit, just a bit. Now we want to cut the pizza. I cut the pizza by using scissors because if you use the knife, you will compress the toppings. Many people use knives. It's a very nice result. Now we have to check if the pizza is soft and crunchy. That's great. Thanks for watching. See you next time.